Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching The Witcher Season 1, Episode 8 much more. We're at the season finale, and I adore this show, and I'm stressed and I'm excited. I've been a bit out of breath because I was just thinking about how it's the finale. I haven't been doing the last 3 episodes just because I'm in love with this show and I didn't want to keep waiting, and I wanted it fresh in my mind, and yes. So, all the timelines have converged. We are at 1 now. Geralt is in the area. It seems as though Yennefer is most likely going to be going to the area. Everyone is coming together. I don't know what Haskier is, but you know, the 3 main characters are all coming together. Ciri's powers are activating. God knows what's going to happen. I don't know how much she can control. We saw how powerful her mother got. And I'm just so excited to keep going with this show. I have loved it. It's been a revelation to me how much I've loved it. And it really, to me, hasn't felt like it's mattered that I haven't read the source material or played the games yet. I'm going to once the show's over. Because it's just been so good. And thank you so much for all of your lovely comments and support. Like, it's honestly been so much fun reading your comments. And I've only posted, I think, like, how many is it? 4 episodes on Netflix at this point, I think, on Netflix, on YouTube. So yeah, 3 or 4 episodes. I can do maths. What a words. But this show, I'm in love with it. I love Geralt, I love Yennefer, I love Ciri, and I'm so excited to see where it goes next. So a quick reminder that if you would like to watch the unedited version of this reaction, they're all up on my Patreon. All of Season 1 of The Witcher are up on my Patreon. And the poll, whatever the next show is that's going to replace The Witcher, will most likely have started on Patreon with its unedited, and then it's edited, but I have yet to bid the poll. I am currently on the 23rd of November, so we're a bit in the past for me. Our timelines have yet to converge. I'm in the past and you're in the future. I'm in love with this show. I'm so scared, but mostly so excited to see how this season's going to finish. And I have no idea if I'm expecting a cliffhanger or if we're kind of going to have a resolution. I don't imagine we're going to completely wipe out Nilfgaard or anything, but whether we're going to kind of end with a battle and then the 2, like, you know, Ciri's safe here and Nilfgaard's there, or if we're going to end with a general cliffhanger. So let's go. See, Nilfgaard just wants to make things better for people. I know Sintra was a particular enemy, plus they had Ciri, but... Oh, is this the camp in the woods that she was at? He's been just behind all this time. Is he going to run into Darrow? It really is just... tragic.
Not crows.
Is there a monster?
No.
That is not what I was expecting, and it's even worse than I was expecting. And this man was just being kind. Geralt, save him. Thank you. He's just a kind man who was trying to bury the body, or at least give him some dignity.
Go home.
Yeah. Oh, lovely screaming. Thank you. Oh, I hate having to go under the ground. Geralt! Oh no, what?
Fuck.
Yes. Will it kill him, or because he's a witcher, will it just cause him some stress? Geralt! Ciri! What happened after your little magical outburst, sweetheart? Are they all dead? Oh, is this the woman? Who is this woman? Oh, Ciri, they
came for me.
Is she? I want to think she is, but who is this woman?
It's okay.
And she's a child who wants to find refuge with the first person she sees. She is one powerful child. I love her. I'm very scared for her, and I don't know if we can trust this woman.
Why would they expose themselves by sacking Sintra first? Why wouldn't they just push through
Ciri.
and surprise everyone?
Why did you come?
She keeps secrets to herself, but she wants to do the right thing, I believe. To say I asked her, but I also think she's not an evil person.
We've been walking for hours.
It's a very nice castle. I mean, I'm here for building this up and living there.
We have to defend it.
That's heroic. And stupid.
Yennefer.
Take the children and hide before they get here.
That is a valid plan.
More hiding from Nilfgaard.
This shows everything. Oh gosh, they're coming.
Astriga. I guess I was the only one who didn't see her as a lost cause.
You saved her.
With Geralt of Rivia.
We did. I enlisted a witcher. Geralt of Rivia.
Yep.
I often wonder where fate took him.
To Yennefer.
Somewhere unpleasant, I'm sure.
Yes, right now. Find him and heal him.
His kind. So are you ready
Oh,
to die?
no.
Yes. It's time to accept that life has no more to give.
Oh, it does, my love. So much more.
You still have so much left to give.
Cannot combat unknown magic.
We have magic too.
How many mages do they have?
We will not lose her.
He's obsessed with a child.
Defenses.
Oh. Where's Geralt?
If you're gonna stay, do you think you could teach him some manners?
This woman seems kind of lovely, but I have to stress that she's going to die or secretly be evil.
Nilfgaard.
Are they attacking the keep? Oh god, is Yennefer alone doing this? Where are the rest of the mages?
Again.
Are these mages willing or are they being forced? Oh, they're being forced. Does it kill them? Is it like giving up your life essence in order to do this? No wonder it's forbidden. Oh god. So this isn't the whole main army, this is the Cirilla hunting contingent, right? Oh gosh.
Keep watch on the tower. The tower. Reserve your chaos.
You're too powerful, but don't wear yourself out, my love. Oh, Geralt. Please. Please be like Ciri's woman's husband, dude. Is this his life before he was made into a witcher? Oh, children, go to safety! They've drawn them out though, which is what they wanted. And they're wearing themselves down piece by piece. This is so epic, but so terrifying. They are good shots. But we're wearing out all of our supplies on a few little forces, not the main force, right?
Now.
Oh, he's a brilliant soldier. He's gonna die though, isn't he? And this coward not even fighting with his own armies.
Slow down.
It's not back because you used it too much.
What are you after?
Ciri.
What do you want?
And the prophecy, whatever that is.
To get to the center of it all.
Oh god. Of the conjunction or whatever it's called. I mean, he could survive whatever that was. Maybe, okay, no. That was a lot steeper than I thought it was.
Break.
Well, that was fucking easy.
Take cover.
Fire.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that's the thing they wanted in the gates, whatever it is.
I can help you.
She's a zealot, she believes. What's your plan? You should have had a plan!
Demeritium.
Oh god. Why are there evil worm things?
Wake, you bastard!
Wake up!
Do we fall off the world? Where do we fall?
Oh.
Into another sphere. And after the end of the world, let's go to Lyria and Rivia.
Was she a mage?
Stop.
She left him? Oh.
Save yourself.
She's not going to. The evil one's getting her? Oh no, 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 no. I think this battle is lost. Is she controlled or evil after all? Oh my god. Oh god. That might have saved her life. Oh, Yennefer.
We can still fight.
Oh, sweet girl. She's not really been using too much of her power.
You don't need to fight anymore.
Oh god. Fuck off.
You have never. There are no limits. Only power.
Don't let her get in your head, my darling.
That could be your legacy.
Is anyone out there?
It's not what she wants anymore. Hello? Are you good? What are you doing? Is this the Doppler now? Or what? What's your real mission? Or have you been swayed to Nilfgaard? What was it that Frangella did to her? Like, is she poisoned and gonna die, or...?
I'm a witcher. And you knew that already too.
Is this his mother? Or the woman that cared for him once? Or what? Who is
The
this?
only thing I've ever been good at.
Who is this?
People linked by destiny will always find each other.
Mm-hmm. Who is it?
How do you like my eyes? What they do to a witcher to improve his eyes.
Stop it.
Do you know that it doesn't always work?
Was it his
Stop it now.
brother or
You
some
don't get to use
sister
that
or...
name. Vesemir, 3 out of 10 boys survive the trial.
Oh god.
Why?
The answers will only hurt us both.
I need to know more.
It's time to move on, Geralt.
The one.
Which one? You called out for so many. Yennefer you is the lure of surprise.
Oh god.
That which I have but don't know.
You have a potential new adopted daughter.
Yennefer, Sabrina needs your help. We all do. We can't give up.
She is so brave. And as much as she tries to hide it, so good.
It's your turn to save these people, this continent.
You can do it, Yennefer, my love.
And this is your legacy. How? I can't. You can.
Oh, you are so strong, my child.
Everything you have ever felt, everything you've buried.
Let it out. As long as Yennefer survives this. You are everything.
Where are you going, chocolate girl?
I love you so much. Oh my goodness. I love you. Please don't die. Please stay alive, but you are everything. Oh my love. Do you want to go riding into the flames? Because I'd benefit. That would be beneficial to me. Oh, Yennefer, be okay. Please be okay. Please be okay. Please be okay. Please be okay. I know fire magic kills you, but I don't want her to be gone. No. Oh, good timing. I refuse to believe that Yennefer is dead because we didn't see it happen, and I'm just calling that denial if required.
It'll all be better in the morning.
Nothing will actually be better in the morning, but okay. Oh, Ciri, I love you.
Yennefer.
Come on, Yennefer. I need you.
Yennefer!
Is he in a dream? Or has he actually arrived here? Oh, Ciri's dreaming this. Girl back in the woods. Oh my god, as he's just arriving, are you kidding me? Ciri, he's right here!
I met a girl, an orphan. I found
Uh-huh.
her in the woods nearby.
The girl in the woods!
The girl in the woods will be with you.
Come on. Is she right there? Please be right there, come on. Is she actually running towards him? Oh my goodness. I'm so happy.
People linked by destiny will always find each other.
Who is Yennefer?
No! Do not end. that ending. Okay, so that episode was a fantastic finale. This show opened with an epic battle with the fall of a city, with kind of destruction and chaos and desperation, and the show ended the same way, but with a little bit more hope. I mean, they kind of held them off, and now the Tremerians have arrived. But all the scenes of the battle in the keep, it was just such a sense of solidarity, but also of desperation, because of course it was a last-ditch effort. I loved seeing kind of some of the mages we'd seen before, and Yennefer, for all of her bled or burnt, I don't care about anything, she truly does care about the world, and she truly does want it to be a better place, even though it's hurt her. And I'm so proud of her for that fight she did, and for how she coordinated everything, and letting it loose. I refuse to accept that she's dead. I think we would have seen her crumble away or something, because it's much more dramatic as fans if we watch her die. And the fact that Ciri had the dream of both Tissaia and Geralt screaming Yennefer suggests to me that she's out there somewhere, that maybe, you know, she's weakened or they need to find her. Maybe like she'll come back in a while or something. I don't know. I'm trying to be hopeful here. I'm just gonna live in denial, because I live. That denial is where I live. But yeah, and the fact that like you will lose her, like now he's lost her and then she'll pop back again, back from the shops. But no, that whole battle was so epic, and just, you know, for all of Nilfgaard, we just want to force everyone to be converted to our white flame religion. The weird worm things possessing, they've been watching a lot of Fallen Skies, I think, but possessing the children, and Sabrina, and, you know, Sabrina's dead, the other one who's dead, who I really like all the mages I liked are dead, apart from Yennefer's not dead. It looks as though Tissaia made it. I did think maybe she's been poisoned, but that just kind of weakened her. Maybe she'll never be as powerful again or something, but she seems alive. But that whole battle was so well done. I honestly don't feel like I have that much to say about it, because there was just so much. And I don't know what's happening with Soldier Mage Dude. I thought the guy he killed had red, and it looked like he was a mage who had taken out a lot of the Nilfgaard soldiers, and then he doesn't. So I'm mildly, that did confuse me slightly. Has he been swayed to Nilfgaard? Did that speech of everything you've been wanting is right here sway him somehow? When it didn't, sorry, Yennefer, or was that an enemy and now he's come back? I'm very intrigued about that, because we kind of didn't see him again. But they were still fighting. The first army has arrived. Now hopefully that king is going to bring the army in and actually help hold the fort and keep Nilfgaard in the south. Doesn't stop there being a threat. They'll probably try and find some other way to cross. But, you know, we kind of managed to hold the line so far, a lot of a loss, but thanks to Yennefer. And as a character, she has come so far in the season. She wasn't even in the pilot. Like, she's just developed so much, and kind of, we've really seen her move from the desire for power to someone that wants to do good. And I think the Yennefer of the pilot, or the Yennefer of her first few episodes, being told you can have power, you can be the most powerful person ever, would have relished in it. And so potentially sending that Yennefer to Nilfgaard, we may well have been in an even worse situation than we are in now, because she's much more powerful than Frangella. Maybe she actually needed to take the time to learn that power wasn't everything. And I like that Tissaia told her that her legacy could be saving the continent, saving the world, essentially. You know, a legacy, if you want to leave a legacy, it doesn't have to be in flesh and blood children. But also you can just make the world a better place. And like I keep saying, if a child is what you want, you can adopt. So I loved that. And I refuse to believe that Yennefer is dead at all, and I don't care if everyone in my comments is going to be like, no, she's definitely dead. Nope, refuse to accept that. Frangella is awful. I really need her to die at some point. And obviously the head of the Nilfgaards, the Cahir, I believe she called him, needs to die, but obviously they're the villains, so they're not going to die. But they are very sinister still. Him fighting against the mage is he's a very sinister villain. I mean, they're acting it fantastically. Everyone that I hate them, I would be saying, well, they're not acted very well, but no, they're fantastic, but they're just so, I hate them. I'm so glad it did not end with Ciri being captured, and it ended with a cliffhanger of where Yennefer was, and it ended annoyingly, because I'm like, but I want to know what happens next between Ciri and Geralt. But yeah, that was so good. Then we had Geralt, and I love the way I love that we got an insight into his family. Like, we'd heard, you know, I didn't choose to be a Witcher, because obviously it happens when you're a child, and that his mother abandoned him. And I believe that woman was his mother, but at the same time, he also called her by a name, and mages can't have children. So was she a mage? Was she not a mage? Did she have him before? Did she like adopt her? I'm not entirely sure. So if that is something I'm supposed to know, or something that isn't a spoiler you don't think for what's to come, please do tell me. But at the same time, if you think they're going to explain it and it'll be worth it, if I don't know, then don't spoil it for me. I know someone suggested that I could try and read the short story collection that this series was based on if I wanted to, so I might look into that, but I think I also might just wait so I can binge the books once the show is finished. And I think people did suggest that I might want to react to some of the video game trailers, and I'm not entirely sure whether or not I will be doing that, but if you could let me know which of the video game trailers it is that you think I should react to, that would be helpful. So then Geralt, so yeah, he was having memories of being left, and I think it's very hard because obviously he wasn't born a Witcher, he was sort of forced to become a Witcher. As a child, it does not sound like it was a very pleasant experience. He could have died, and it's really given him no choice about the life he's leading. For all that he hated destiny, in a way he didn't choose to be a Witcher or not, and as a Witcher it doesn't seem as though he could just settle down somewhere and have a family and live, I mean, regardless of biologically having children, he couldn't just live a life. He's stuck wandering, hunting monsters, being treated with scorn by people that he meets. But I think in a way Ciri is a chance to do something a little bit different from that, at least for a while. And so kind of seeing him at his most vulnerable was very stressful. And in a way I quite like that the show called The Witcher had the Witcher be incapacitated for basically all of the final episode. He didn't do, I mean, he did some epic fighting right at the beginning, but like he didn't help in the big battle. He didn't have to go and, like, when he found Ciri, she was actually kind of safe in that moment. And I like that. I think it kind of, I like that they have made Geralt, while he is a super fighter, like he is a Witcher, he's amazing. He's not some unrealistically good person. But so him kind of bonding with that old man and having them at flashbacks to his mother when he was left was really heartbreaking, but it was also really insightful to get even more of a glimpse into Geralt's character. I'm never going to say no to getting more insights into why these characters are the way they are. And Ciri, you know, she was found by that woman, her magic exploded out of her and killed all the people that were harassing her, but I mean, they weren't nice people. I can totally understand being angry at the Crown, being angry at Calanthe. Maybe if Calanthe was stood there, I could understand more the rage of wanting to hand her over. But Ciri is a child. For better or for worse, she had no control over what happened in Sindra. She did not get to make any decisions. Maybe if she'd grown up, she would have grown up a bit more like Permetta and been like, not as pro everything her mother did. Although obviously, like, come on, they loved each other. And so just kind of the woman was a kind woman who genuinely just wanted to adopt her, which I'd adopt Ciri too. And I like that there are still good people in this world. There are still people you can trust, and that she always wanted a daughter. So she kind of split as fate giving her a daughter. And under completely different circumstances, that would happen, I think. You know, if she found a different refugee child who needed a home, she could take her in. And that's the sort of thing I keep saying. If people like The Witcher or like Yennefer truly want a child, there are children that need them out there. But I love that she had that dream of Tisea and Geralt calling for the Witcher. Calling for Yennefer. Sorry, I started to think about how he said that he was given the name at the Witcher place, so that wasn't his birth name, which is another interesting fact. But how she kind of had that dream to do with the destiny, which suggests that Yennefer is linked in with their destiny, to, I guess, to help them stop Nilfgaard. That is what makes me really feel better that she's probably alive, is the fact that Ciri had that dream and asked him at the end, who's Yennefer? Your mother-to-be. Geralt's your father-to-be. It's just occurred to me, as I look at my Baby Yoda poster, that season 2 could well be a bit like Baby Yoda and The Mandalorian, with Ciri and her crazy powers and The Witcher. No. But, so that moment when she ran into the woods, that she was literally the girl in the woods in that moment. She's been in the woods most of the season. And then Geralt arriving and hearing them say, I took an orphan girl in the woods. Boom. And then I thought for a minute that they were, like, when they just missed each other, I was so angry. But then she ran to him and she was really there, and the way they just looked at each other like destiny just snapped into place. He is not a hugger. You know, Geralt is not someone that would hug people, but when he saw Ciri, through the bond of destiny, through all the time he's been searching for her, this girl, seeing that she's been through her, they just had, like, that moment was just so powerful. And I'm really excited to see their dynamic when they're actually together. I'm really excited to see how they get along together and what they do and what's going to happen next. And I'm so glad they're together. I'm so glad that she's found him, that he's found her. It's such a good ending. And then, who's Yennefer? Yes! Oh, everything destiny always finds itself who's Yennefer? Like, that is the perfect ending, but also the worst ending because I'd like to continue watching. I have no idea when more's coming. I think season 2 has started filming. I have not read them, but I've like scrolled past articles to do with The Witcher recently, which makes me think it's maybe starting filming. And you know, we are at the COVID point where despite the fact the pandemic is raging, production companies have figured out ways to film safely. So hopefully we'll get it. If there's been a date release, I'll be looking that up shortly, but I don't think there has. But I am so ready for season 2 of The Witcher. I will 100% be reacting to it. And thank you so much for joining me on this journey. That ending, I nearly cried. If that had gone on much longer, I might have cried. I feel sorry for the nice lady who's not going to get a daughter now, but I'm sure there are plenty of other refugee girls she could find. But yes, so serious powers are still inside her. She doesn't entirely know what they are and how to control them, but they don't come out all the time. It's not like she gets a little bit annoyed they come out, and it's quite major at distress at the moment. And perhaps it could develop into being something where she can fully control it. But this show is fantastic. This season, I have loved it. The world, the history of this world is everything to me. I would read a history book about this world. Just the depth of the characters and the plot and the stories and the way that all the strands were woven together and just became this epic tapestry. I'm so excited to watch season 2 and 3 and 10 and 58. I never want to stop watching The Witcher. Henry Cavill was fantastic, but all the actors were brilliant in their roles, and I love this show. Quick reminder that if you would like to watch the unedited version of this reaction, it's up on my Patreon along with all of season 1 and all my other shows, and I will most likely have started, almost definitely have started reacting to whatever show is replacing The Witcher. Let's hope it can be as good. And thank you so much for joining me on this journey, for all of your lovely comments. I really look forward to my Witcher reactions going up to kind of see what people think about the episodes and everything, and I am excited to get to season 2 when it comes. So yes, thank you so much for watching.